Hey,
All right.
We are here.
Bolt Bros, all three of us
in the house. Yeah, all three of us.
Once again.
We are live. We are live.
Mm-hmm.
A lot to discuss this week, guys. I mean, everyone's back in the office again, back to work, as we all know.
Back to school.
I hope that I prove to my coach that I am not a fool.
Yeah.
Perfect. What is that? That's a classic Billy Madison line.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot to discuss on that, and I just think it's a really interesting time to be a Charger fan for sure.
Yeah.
And we could sit back and look at Brandon Staley versus the Harbaugh regime here as well. A lot to discuss on that. So I mean, pretty exciting situation, folks. So
yeah.
Woo. We got a lot to talk about, guys. So let's get into it.
I'm Dale Henley. You watching the Bolt Bros podcast? Let's do it!
Woo, man. I can't wait for training camp, man. I cannot wait for training. Every time I watch it, I'm like, man, training camp.
Yeah, those
and the new facility too. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
That'll be dope. That'd be dope.
Hopefully. I don't know, man. LA always delays building constructions or whatever. any slight chance of bad weather of some kind here in LA, everyone freaks out. They go into their crawl into their holes and things like that,
No doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to give a quick shout out to CJ Sports Merch on Instagram, by the way. CJ_sports merch. So check this out. I ended up getting this Harbaugh jersey made here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And pretty hyped about it, guys. He does actually a lot of custom Chargers gear, all that kind of stuff. And then he sells a lot of old vintage gear. So check him out. CJ_sports merch on Instagram. So check him out for sure, man. The plug. He's the plug for real.
Yeah. He's the plug, dude. He's got the plug. Yep.
So pretty hyped, right? And it's even got the 40-year patch on there too and everything too. So just exactly when Harbaugh was playing with the Chargers. So very, very cool, man.
Sheesh.
So do you have the link? Miguel's wanting the link if you have it.
Yeah, I'll throw it in.
It's just on Instagram.
Yeah. Share the account. 2 seconds to get the link. Yeah, if you can.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Instagram's a big place.
Well, that's why I made that little thing right there. Hang on a sec. Gotta hide the things right there. Boom. See, that's it. CJ Sports Merch _sports merch. I can't even say sports merch.
Yeah. Wow.
Sports merch.
Wow. Okay. Okay, buddy.
Hey,
man.
I didn't have no caffeine this morning, so I'm my brain's a little slow. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that. No, but that bolt gear looks pretty good, dude. It looks pretty solid, man.
I'm pretty hyped
on it, dude. So yeah, that's pretty sick, dude. That's pretty sick. So a lot to discuss this week, guys. I mean, dude, think about how different this team is going to be built moving forward, right? I think that's probably that's the theme I got this week. And guys, throw your thoughts and questions out as well too. And by the way, I know we are thinking about maybe doing a membership thing. I know, Kyle, we're talking about that,
Yeah.
But it's more just just giving you guys an opportunity to use our little, what would you call them? Our little NFT emojis.
Yeah.
And
we have little emojis that we've made. And obviously people get badges. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think people need no stinking badges, but
hey, we are the three Bromigos though, dude.
We are the Bromigos,
right? Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. But I think also when it comes with the membership, because I think we're only going to do one level, honestly, right? And then, but then I think what it comes with is that I think people get one comment a month that they can. It's basically a membership comment, it's a big one, kind of like the if they pay for it, whatever, a super chat, whatever. but I think they get one of those for free every month or something like that.
And we could even do like a video on it as well too, right?
Maybe
I want to do a video.
And I'm thinking about trying to put something like that together for us to all three of us to kind of say some things, and we'll make a little like kind of trailer for it. I don't know what it is yet. So yeah.
Anyway, something to think about. It's off season. We got time to talk. So
yeah,
exactly.
I still think it's hilarious. This cat cows. By the way, cat cows are a really good little stretch. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
They are. Yeah, they are.
It's good. It's good. Okay, so I mean, yeah, he looks kind of like a doofus right there, but yeah, I mean, they they are pretty nice. But what a difference though. Like, in the whole health, the regiment that we're focusing on with Ben Herbert and everything. There's just so much to discuss about that, guys. And in the chat, what do you guys think about Ben Herbert and everything that was said this week, and how they're going to be, getting these bodies where they need to play physical, right? I think that's the most exciting part about it.
The question is, though, is the cat cows worse than Dak Prescott doing his little like hip dance thing, like on the field,
yeah. I felt like when he was doing that, when Dak was doing it, I felt like he needed to have some salsa music going on to it or something like that. That's the first thing that popped in my mind when I saw that.
Yeah,
so
salsa music.
Got some merengue going on in his headphones.
Yeah, for real.
like what's up with this dude, man?
Right.
So
but coming back, we got Herbo looking swole, dude. Look at Mount Zion. Good God, dude. Look at this dude.
That's a
straight up guns, bro.
Hulkamania right there, man.
He got some slides on too, dude.
Bro, those are some Croc slides, I think.
Croc slides, bro.
Did he put those things in sports mode, dude? Because he better get
this
out, dude.
No, it doesn't look like he's got sports mode on that.
Oh,
no.
I
can turn on a pin, dude. I can turn on the pin now, dude. Check this
out. Hey, how did you do that?
No, it just worked. That's why I was kind of tripping out for a second. But check out the slides, dude.
Hey,
what are those?
Yeah, I got that, dude. But Herbo, dude, look at these guns, dude. What's up, dude? What's going on here, man? But I mean, you have to just say this, dude. Like, dude, Zion's looking like a bodybuilder, man.
Love it.
But bottom line, man, I'm just like blown away with. Look, the thing that I will say, this was totally not mandatory, right? So I think people that needed to be there. I remember Harbaugh kind of dancing around the conversation. Oh, who's not here? I don't think he really knew, right? I don't think he really paid attention to that. But if you're not there, you're going to be behind, right? And I think that's a big conversation, right? So, a lot to be said about that for sure. So,
but the whole thing, everybody should be there. You have a whole new regime in house now. This is the first time he's going to have hands-on with you guys, teach the system, set basically a tone for this team.
Yeah.
You got to be there. Like, I understand it's off season and I understand it's voluntary. You could do that. Cool. I get it. But man, you need to be there. You need to be there to understand what they're expecting from you. And this is a great time to be able to just get that tone set for this team to go into the season. Just, tough, physical, fast type football. And you know what? You got to be there, man. You got to be in the house. Be in the house, my man.
Yeah. So JS20, do you guys think if we don't have a good trade in the first round with any teams, we'll take a top wide receiver? I think so. I think so. Because we lost Allen, we lost Williams, and again, QJ is still a bit unproven. But guys, we're gonna play physical, dude. And we'll talk more about that. But dude, like, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Love it.
Yo,
guns.
Trunks.
Bro, the trunks though. Dude. Yeah, for real.
Boom.
Love it.
Boom.
Love it.
Hey, careful!
Look at that, dude.
Careful. What are you doing there, dude?
Hey, be careful! I know he's pointing. He's doing the muscles there, but
you're
drawing in a really sus area right there.
Oh, God.
I was getting a little close.
Hey, we're having too much fun with this. We're having too much fun with this.
Yeah. We give Andrew too many toys. He's gonna start messing around too much.
Dude, the crazy thing is, this just popped up today. I was like, "What the hell, dude?" I was like, "What's going on with this thing?"
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Something new.
We got a new tool, man. Hey, 1% better every day, right?
That's right, baby.
I love it.
Well, and the one thing I'm going to say about this photo with Justin Herbert, like you're seeing his throwing arm now too. So I was kind of wondering to see how his fingers look basically after multiple breaks. And I mean, you could kind of see it. I mean, my hopes is it's not some straight up gnarly looking fingers. I remember Grandma showing me her fingers, and I was sitting there cracking my knuckles, and she was like, "Yeah, you don't want your hands to look like this." And she was showing me her hands, and they were like, "Yo!" And I was like, "Look at that thing!"
It was like,
holy,
like Grandma, you're gonna haunt me for the rest of my life with them things.
It's like 5 lightning bolts for fingers, you know. It's like
going, dude.
Yeah, they're all skewampish, like yowzers.
Yo,
enough of that.
Don't need that. Don't need that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm glad to be able to see it. Seems like his finger is straight. And by the way, this guy right here, dude, who doesn't want a fullback with a mohawk, dude? Let's go.
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
This fool means business right here. Okay.
Mohawk, dude. Mohawk, dude. I gotta quit doing this, dude. This is
hey,
fun,
man.
dude.
Hey, have fun with it, man.
This is pretty cool, dude.
You know, you're never gonna see this on live TV. That's yeah. Straight out of RoboCop now, man. Hell yeah.
Solid, dude.
Bro.
Like, hey, I'm just saying, dude. He's bro. So Harbaugh said he was the most physical guy he's ever coached. That's literally what he said. So I have to say this one thing. Did you watch? I watched Believe in Chargers. Did you watch that one with Matt Money? I watched that one, and you got oh my God,
Lorenzo Neal.
Lorenzo Neal. Yeah. And he brought up a really interesting point about the physicality in the fourth quarter. He's like, dude, that linebacker doesn't want a piece of me anymore, dude. Like, it's 3rd and 3, run power to the right. I will hit the weak side linebacker or whoever. He doesn't want it. We're going to get those 3 yards. Don't even worry about it. We will out. And that's out physicaling people and just showing them, sorry, you're not going to stop what I'm going to do. I'm going to, make you pay for it. Right. And think about that. If you're running to the edge, this guy comes at 160, 70 pound cornerback. Dude, he don't want none of that.
Nope.
So
it's basically the idea is we're going to wear down you mentally and physically. In the fourth quarter, we're going to just take it over pretty much. Hey, like I've been going through my mind the Harbaugh quote, and I might butcher it a little bit, but he said, "Stop winning fights in the first round." Basically. And like that's the thing. How many times as a Chargers team we're like, "Wow, we're up 21-0 at like second quarter," and we're like, "Wow, we're going to be running these dudes," and then we just dip down, and then we end up losing by 1, kind of thing. It just happens way too often. And exactly, dude. Exactly.
That's why like people talk about charging and stuff, you know. Like,
exactly. Well, that's the truth, and that's where you look. The whole concept of out physicaling a team is is it physicaling?
Physicaling? I don't know. It sounds kind of good, I guess. We'll run with it.
So but the statistics, and we talked about last week, the whole point was the first half, you are league average. You're going to run pass 50-50. No big deal. But then once you get a lead, you can sit on that lead and you could start just dominating these guys and just opposing your will, and then let your defense rest. And you could just smash them. This guy right here, dude, this guy looks like he wants to just deliver pain. You know what I mean? You
got that black paint, dude, looking like he's going to war, dude. He's got that big old extra shoulder pad thing to help out with his neck, dude. This guy is hey, it's like Mike Allstott over here, dude. Like,
dude, for real.
Big old beefy dude out there. And like, this is a really, really good signing. Like, I was thinking, man, maybe they're going to try to go after and get a fullback in the draft. And there's only like 2 fullbacks that people are even looking at. But I love that they end up signing him. He's a guy from, Ravens. He's a guy from Michigan. Harbaugh loves him. Let's go. Like, this is a great signing for the Chargers. And to be honest, he was actually a fullback tight end.
Yeah, he's a fullback tight end.
Too. So, I mean, we could utilize him in a couple of different ways. He hasn't been utilized a lot with the Ravens. I think he was practice squad and only was activated for a couple games. But look, this is a guy that doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of tread used on his tires, basically. He's going to be pretty fresh for this team. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome to see.
Yeah, and he also was a defensive lineman for a while as well.
Yeah.
So, which I thought was pretty interesting. I was like, wow, okay. So, but it just goes to show you what Harbaugh had to do, right? He didn't get the 5-star recruits. He didn't get the guys. I mean, when he was, coach of the Stanford, they're freaking nerds, dude.
Yep.
Total nerds, right? So like you had to have the grades to get there. So you're not going to, you have to out physical the people, right? And that's the whole point, right? So now they can just go out and get some dogs. Like this guy's, clearly likes that physicality, right? So, and again, you saw the mohawk, my artistic skills. That was pretty amazing.
Love it. Yeah, Ben Mason's going to be awesome.
That's right.
Dogs.
That's right. Dogs. So, but some news this week also is J.K. Dobbins. And then right now, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, there are some discussions that he might be available as well, too. So I'm really curious to see what happens with that. Now, as I understand it, J.K. Dobbins, they're just sort of trying to work numbers out, right?
Probably.
Just get the dollars there. And then I don't know much about Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's kind of a newer one from, I think, Friday, right? So maybe James, if you have some thoughts on that as well.
Yeah, I mean, that one's just got interest for the Chargers to get at him. I mean, it's going to be one of those kind of cheaper based signings, but it's a vet signing for us. I mean, MVS doesn't have necessarily like the biggest of stats, but at the same side, he would be a good vet guy to be able to add to the room. Now, I do think in going back to Believe, I think, or it might have been Chargers Weekly, they said, hey, we probably got to get 2 wide receivers at least. And
I agree with that.
We definitely got to make sure that happens so we at least have more depth all around. So, getting MVS as a 3, as like a guy that could just be a good contributor all around, hey, you could probably get him for cheap at this point. He didn't have the best of year last year with the Chiefs and had some drop issues. But he would be a guy that you could bring to this system. My concern about it is he's going to be physical. He's going to be able to match the physicality that, Harbaugh wants too. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see where he's at.
100%. But I mean, I will say though, with Marquez, it's just he has some interest in it.
Yep.
Like it's not like saying that they're going to go and sign him and it's a done deal or anything like that, so there's just some interest. Obviously, every player wants to play, and if a spot's available, let's make it happen.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, and the one thing I will also say too, if you go back to Hayden Hurst, his discussion, a lot of people were asking, well, we're going to run the ball. Dude, he was still like, no, Herbert's going to throw the ball too. Why do you think we're, they want them to be in conflict? Because think of it this way. If they're stacking the box because they know we're running power, and then you run a pass play out of like a power formation, like, shit. Yeah. What are they going to do? Like, they're going to be constantly like, oh, okay. Like, is this guy going to leak out, And because think about that with a tight end. Perfect example, Hayden Hurst. He's a big dude. He could block his guy, push him, and then just go to the side. Ain't no cornerback wants to take on a 260-pound tight end. He's like a $180 soaking wet, I'm sorry, dude. And he doesn't want that, but he's gonna have to go for his knees, most likely, which is probably what he's gonna have to do.
Right.
But I guess that's my point, right? Is it'll open up the play action, it'll open up the opportunity for these guys to get open downfield. And yes, also, Miguel, there are rumors about Boyd coming over also. I do think we are going to sign some veteran. I don't know who, but we'll sign somebody, I do think.
Yeah. So I did look at the Steelers did offer Boyd. Apparently there's a rumor that they did.
It's like $10 million.
Yeah, as a range of $10 million. I think it was a 2-year deal, but Sports Track is basically saying he'll sign a 3-year, $26.1 million, or an average annual value of $8.7 million. So I mean, they possibly lowballed him a little bit, but they just want to kind of get the temperature and see how it is and see what he would bite on it or not. So we'll see. I mean, Boyd would be a great pickup too. We got money to spend too if we want to.
Yeah, and again, you got to wonder if we still re-sign Rashawn Slater, right? Palmer. It'll be really interesting. Dude, guys, Palmer was killing it last season. Remember when he was the guy? He was getting over 100 yards every single game. So, don't diminish what Palmer could do. As long as he could stay healthy, he's great. And by the way, he was there. That picture, that was Palmer with Harbaugh.
Yep.
And that was ankle work. So their ankle was sitting on this little thing that you have to balance on. Oh my God, that looks like it sucks, but whatever.
Hey, you know what? You gotta keep those ligaments and the tendons and the little micro fibers of your those things going, man. Like they gotta keep those nice and sturdy. Get that shark cartilage if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 more anxious weeks till the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guys, what do you think we do with the 5th pick? Right? Do you think we trade back? Or do you think we stick and pick, right? I think the real question is how far off do you think this team is? Now, this is the first time that the actual coaching staff has the ability to evaluate the players.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
How are they? Are we really ready? Do we need a right tackle? Do we need a better center? Do we need? This is when the priority of actually draft picks come into play.
Yeah.
So. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like I kind of mentioned that on Wednesday or Thursday, my little show, is that this is the first opportunity for this new coaching staff to kind of really assess what they have and to determine what they need in the draft.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
And largely when it comes to the 5th pick, we talked about, like a lot of our fans and I talked about that, is that the truth is, like, if we're going to stick and pick, it's more than likely going to be a wide receiver, I would say. Because that's where that's the best player available. But it really depends on like how desperate some of these other teams are for that pick. Because like I said, it could go 1, 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks. It could even go 5 if we trade it off to somebody else that needs a quarterback, So yeah. Like
but the interesting thing about it is like if you look at Harbaugh, like through Michigan, you look through then being with the Niners and such, he never really had like an elite receiver. Like he had good quarterbacks. I mean, one of his best was Andrew Luck at Stanford, but he never really had an elite wide receiver. I mean, you could possibly say Crabtree, but every time I think about Crabtree, I think after that NFC Championship game where it was Richard Sherman calling him Crabtree's garbage. He was all like yelling in the mic and stuff, dude. And so that's the first thing I think about with Crabtree. Yeah, you never seen that video? Oh man, that clip's classic, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, you gotta pull that up, dude. I don't think I've seen that either.
Yeah.
Oh man, that one is classic. But yeah, I mean the thing about it is like if he has an elite quarterback with an elite wide receiver, that's awesome. But I do feel like that could be a little bit counterculture to what Harbaugh wants and physicality of basically the line. He emphasized it like, the most impactful position group in this team is the offensive line. They don't require anybody else to be able to do their job kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, so couple thoughts people threw out there. Dressage Girl was talking about Pipkins. And then she asked, "Will Coach and Ortiz do something we all didn't see?" Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
totally.
I think there's going to be a lot of things. I mean, that fifth pick is what everyone's looking at, right? So I'm very curious. I mean, what if he picks Joel? What if he picks Fuaga, right? Which would be crazy. But dude, that guy's freaking nuts. And then Pipkins ain't easy, dude. Like, look, here's the thing. He's not very fast. He's a very top heavy person. So I always feel like, I don't know, he doesn't really move the right way. I think, especially if we're going to be doing counters and different things. So we'll see. There was even some thought you could move Jamari Sawyer to right tackle and then move him to guard. That might not be a bad option also. So, there's a lot of ways they could, kind of cook this goose, if you will. But, of course, hey, McFadden's another guy, dude. McFadden is really good,
Well,
so
and Harbaugh even chatted about him. He's like, hey, he could be even a center guy. Like I think McFadden could be one of those guys that could find a way, possibly getting some good starting time this year. Like, I that's once again that gets decided in camp more or less, but there's a chance that he could find a way to get a potential starting position with this team somewhere or another.
Yeah, and you're right, Miguel.
Telling me there's a chance. Yeah,
there's a chance. Telling me there's a chance.
And Miguel, Joe Alt did try right tackle and wasn't that good. So he's clearly not an ambi turner, right?
No.
Like on Zoolander, he's not an ambi turner. No, but there is something to be said about that, right? Clearly, he likes the left side better. So I would think that he's probably not going to play, because we're not going to move Rashawn, of course. But it'd be pretty interesting.
Arnold on NFL Network last night. It's
I don't think I did.
Arnold, the cornerback. I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I was thinking of Arnold too, but then she said kid. I was like, hang on a sec. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that last night. I'll go check it out and see if I can find it.
Yeah, but look at the arms of this guy, dude. Look at that, dude.
Hey, careful.
Look at that, dude.
Watch out. Watch out.
Yeah.
Had to do it, guys. Had to do it before we moved on.
Got them guns.
Got them guns. But man, hey, but check this out. Look at the intensity on
Gilman.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Laser eyes.
Laser eyes. Yeah, look at that. That's intensity, folks. But look, here's the thing, though. I will say this, dude, guys. This guy. Here's the thing. There's one thing that I've always thought about. He's trying to make these guys into Spartan warriors, right? You know the movie 300. Those guys had to like be out in the cold and smack them with their sticks and stuff like that. That's what they're trying to do. I mean, they're trying to make sure these guys understand their bodies to the point where I can go harder, I can go more physical. If you were the guy, if you knew that your neck was so solid, you would play different if you know you're probably not going to get a concussion, right?
Yep.
You'd play different if you knew your knees that have the perfect amount of bend and strength, and those are the metrics that he is trying to record for all these guys, right? So I think it's pretty fascinating for sure.
Yeah.
Spartans, what is your profession?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
there you go. On cue. Hey, that was not planned, folks. I just want you to know that.
I love it. Yeah.
I got
perfect. Perfect. Man, how you had that soundbite ready to rip too? That's crazy.
Hey, you know what? I got quick fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Dude, but I mean, the thing about Ben Herbert, man, he's a polarizing figure. Like the guy literally demands results. And I love to see that. Like a bend don't break for your body. Let's get rid of that, behind back of your head kind of doubt about your knee or your back or neck or whatever it might be. Let's get past that and let's strengthen your body and make sure it doesn't, I'm not trying to, I think he said, I'm not trying to break you. I'm just trying to make you not break, I think, or something like that. I don't know, something weird like that.
Yep.
And so he's just trying to prevent anything going bad about your body. And to be honest, man, I think I remember watching the whole chat, the live chat, and just jumped in there, and people were like, "Man, this is the first time I really cared to hear about the strength and conditioning coach."
Yeah. So true though.
This guy's an X factor for this team, and I'm excited about what Ben Herbert's going to be able to do with these players, and even recovery of like when a guy gets injured, just how quick he could get back. How many times have we been like, "Oh, soft tissue issue"? Is there a timeline? I don't know. All right, like that's not good, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah.
This guy will be able to really get this team right. And I really, really hope that we're just going to have a nice, healthy squad for once. Like, please.
Yeah. So, Aether's question. Yeah. How bad do the Chargers need Marvin Harrison? Because if you move up and get him or do what's best for the team, I don't think we need him. I think it'd be nice to have him for sure. Now I will say this again, if we're going to run the ball as we think we are, Malik Neighbors is just as good. And he's been here in LA looking at home. So you've seen that, right? So don't get me wrong. You could say Malik is this way, that way. Marvin Harrison is kind of a freak of nature. If he's there at 5, I think you have to stick and pick. That's my personal opinion. If Malik Neighbors is there, I think you could say, okay, maybe we want to get a right tackle or something else and maybe go back at Fuaga and then, hope that he's there. I think there's a few ways you play that, but guys, there's a lot of great wide receivers in this draft as well too, right? And we're enamored with Marvin Harrison, dude. That it's the guy's name from South Carolina, the big guy, Leggett.
Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, Leggett.
Oh yeah.
The guy's a stud.
The two homies from freaking Texas. Those guys are freaking awesome. So don't get so enamored with the fact that we have to stick and pick, right? That's why I think what trade back makes more sense, but. It is what it is, right? So we'll see. Yep. So to answer your question, I think if he's there at 5, I think you stick and pick. If he's not, you don't trade up to get him.
Well, it's always going to be more an issue of like how. That's funny.
I had to highlight that. I was like, did I read that right?
I mean, technically, probably they were. That's why they fought so ferociously for
they were.
Yeah. For their lovers. But I was going to say,
this is the way.
At 5,
he threw in a Mandalorian reference as well. Oh my God! Wow, that's the quote of the day. That's for sure. That's the comment of the day for sure.
Yeah. Well, so at 5, it's basically going to be like a first round pick for basically any other position, and so it's really going to depend on how desperate some other teams are for getting that one player that they need, because they will throw the kitchen sink at whatever team at us to get that position if they need to, and that's kind of like we talk about these numbers that all like the experts have kind of created for like draft picks and stuff like that, but all that is thrown out the window because of desperation. Like if a team needs just that one piece to ascend to the next level, then they're going to do whatever they can for that. So and that's really going to be it. Like we have that 15-minute window to make all our deals and talk to all the people that want the 5th pick. And if they don't, and if they're not giving us anything that we like, all right, well, we're going to take it, But I was going to say, like, Marvin Harrison and Malik Neighbors aren't the only great wide receiver out there. So I was told in our stream on Thursday that Adonai Mitchell, that guy out of Texas, he would have been the first pick last draft. As far as wide receivers, and so, but right now he's projected like to be 2nd round. So that's not a bad thing to do too.
And that guy, dude, the guy from South Carolina, that guy's ridiculous. He's like 6'4" or 6'3",
crazy.
I keep forgetting his name. Why do I keep forgetting his name? Anyways, my point is there's a lot of good players in this draft. So, and again, trade up makes no sense at all. There's just no reason to trade up. Bull Babes, you were in AZ last week and should hit up James, man.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Well, James is up in the mountains though, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, James.
I was in the mountains. Yeah, last weekend.
He was kicking it with the hill.
What did you say? Have to say we are living that state. Living that state, anyways.
Probably mean loving.
Oh, loving. Oh,
yeah.
Arizona's great. Yeah, it's a great place. Great place, nice and diverse.
Yeah.
Different type of weathers, different type of places that you could go to for retreats and such. Great.
I didn't know hell had different type of weathers. So.
Oh man, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does.
Like 5 months of hell over there. Like freaking hot.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Hey, you gotta drink that water, dude. You gotta drink that H2O.
Yeah, man, get in the pool, dude. Hang down the river, dude. You got stuff to do.
Gatorade.
That's him. 6'1", 212, 221. Yeah, dude. 4.3, dude.
It's crazy.
That is ridiculous, dude.
Xavier Leggette's like a DK Metcalf. Like he's just a built dude. Like he built different, bro. He built different.
Built different.
Yeah. And did you hear his interview, by the way? I think I sent over a video to you guys. I mean, dude is mad Southern, dude. Mad's got mad.
Oh yes,
Southern
that
accent.
was him. Yeah.
It's wild.
Sounded a little like Boomhauer, Like,
it was crazy. I was like, Boomhauer? Is that what you said? Yeah. Sound like Boomhauer. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I think it's so funny, man. Dude. I think his accent's awesome. It's funny.
Dude, that's so funny. Yeah, but again, so just Larry, too, so let me give you my general philosophy on what I think is going to happen moving forward in general. Clearly, Joe Ortiz is okay letting people walk, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know people were talking about Justin Jefferson. He's not going to end up on the Chargers. There's no chance. James or Kyle, you're going to get that $200 from Aether for sure. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you why. Because he's a freaking prima donna, dude. And like you could tell that Harbaugh does not want that. He don't want no bitch walking around acting like he's the man, and I'm better than everybody else. No. Yes, he's good, but he's not worth $200 million, dude. No, and so I think they're going to rotate players through and they're going to build in the draft like Tom Telesco said they were going to do, but they never used drafted players. They always just played veterans.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to cycle through people and say, okay, cool. I want more comp picks. I want more comp picks. I want more comp picks. I want young players.
Yeah.
And that's just how it's going to be.
Yep.
So
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm already looking forward to spending that $200 on hookers and cocaine.
Oh,
$200. Dang, that's crazy.
Hey,
I know $200. Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's probably going down to Mexico or something like that. Go to TJ.
Actually, yeah. Hey, we're going to Hawaii. We're going to Hawaii this summer, so we need to get that done too.
Shoot, I don't think $200 is going to go far in Hawaii.
No, not in Hawaii, but I'm just saying, like, the Boat Bros. We got to have a Boat Bros in Hawaii episode, dude. We'll be out there hanging loose,
brother.
That's right.
Yeah,
okay, so this is Aether's talking about. Oh, here we go. All right, James.
Here we go. Bold prediction: Chargers will trade with the Vikings for 11-23 and trade up with Atlanta for 8th pick for next year.
Oh,
first Chargers will receive second and their and third this year, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole Vikings thing makes a lot of sense. I mean, the thing about it is, like, Jim Harbaugh's been hyping up JJ McCarthy for a reason. He's trying to make sure it's going to be 4 quarterbacks right from the get-go. I mean, he's doing a masterclass of hyping up players that he knows. Yeah. I mean, coming from the college ranks, he knows what he did. Obviously, JJ McCarthy just ended up winning a national championship. Hype it up as much as you can. I mean, just like what he said. Essentially, we have the first-round pick if it goes 4 quarterbacks in a row, which is a good chance it potentially could. Like, somebody could trade up to the 4, and maybe it's going to end up being the Vikings. Maybe it's going to be somebody else. I don't know. But essentially, that gives us the first pick for any player in the draft, whatever guy we want it to be. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job of hyping up that pick and hyping up JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, and he wasn't, he wasn't forced to throw the ball a ton, right? So that's the argument with him, is that he didn't have to really do anything to win the games late in most cases. But the training was so solid that by the 4th quarter, everyone was fine. Like, all right, let's go win this, and everyone was feeling pretty good and ready to rock. So lock, cocked, and ready to rock, right?
That's
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. But the whole thing about the Herbert getting traded, dude, it's just ridiculousness. Like, I don't even pay attention to it anymore. He has a no trade clause, by the way, also. And so, there's just no chance that he gets traded, right? And big reason why even Harbaugh came here was because of Justin Herbert, right? He has a man crush on Justin Herbert. So I don't even understand. Like, I get it, right? People are saying what they want to say, but yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. It's just fodder.
The only way that I see Justin Herbert getting traded, save for the first 2 years with Jim Harbaugh, it just doesn't work. Like, go back to the Niners when it was Alex Smith, and then he ended up drafting Kaepernick, right. And Kaepernick eventually took over. Smith got traded. So now Alex Smith, Justin Herbert, totally different type of quarterbacks. But, like, that's the only thing I could see, is if it just feels like 2 years in, it just doesn't work. Go back and think about, like, Sean Payton with the Broncos. I mean, they signed Russell Wilson to a massive contract. Well, Sean Payton's like, hey, he's not my guy, dude. See you, dude. Moved on. And now, once again, they got to figure out what they got to do at quarterback now. But that's the only way I see anything like that happening. And I don't personally think it will happen. Justin Herbert's a gamer, dude, and he's a top 5 quarterback. So
did you see what he said? They asked him at, like, the owners meeting. They were like, Sean, do you have any regrets of letting Russell Wilson walk or something like that? He goes, no. Next question. I was like, damn, dude. That was cold as hell, dude. Like, you would have thought he was said something like remotely professional, we tried to work it out or whatever.
Yeah, this is part of the business, like, I understand where he came from. He's like, no, straight away.
Next question. It was rough. I was like, yo, dude. Oh, man. So anyways, so a lot to be said about that. But again, Harbaugh, look, he's bringing a mentality and going back to, like, even, the picture with him in the locker room, dude, guys.
Yeah.
I kind of ask myself this question. I mean, going back to this at the very beginning, do you think that Brandon Staley was in the locker room, with him, with people like this? I don't think so.
No,
at least it didn't seem like he was, and there's just a lot to be said about this, man, and I don't know.
And I always felt like Brandon Staley was a dude
with everybody. I like that.
Right. Yeah, and I definitely feel like Brandon Staley was just kind of lingering around, not really like being involved with the players individually or anything like that, working with them, kind of helping them out. I mean, once again, this is a leader, right? A guy that's just showing an example of being a dude that wants to get these players better. And I think it's just awesome to be able to see a guy that wants to do that. That's why you get a guy like this. Jim Harbaugh's a straight up leader, a straight up dog.
Well, I'm pretty sure, Staley did know the players that he wanted to know very well, though, because obviously, there was a lot of times that he was, right up in with them, talking to them and getting to know them. We saw that a lot in training camp. Is that that they would, he would kind of walk through as they were stretching and stuff, and actually chat with them a little bit, and I don't know, it wasn't on the same level that Harbaugh's right there doing the drill with them, So
Yeah, and by the way, Willie, we signed a fullback. He's also a tight end as well, and he was a defensive lineman. So he's very versatile. So I think they'll probably use him in a lot of different positions. But when they're going to run power, they're going to use him as well. So it'd be really interesting to see. But we can't stress enough how awesome this guy is right here, man. What he can do, dude. Clearly, he's doing some cutting edge stuff. I had a thought about him the other day, though. What if the NFL just hired him in general as an NFL consultant on how every team would train,
dude,
right? If he got such good, praises with let's say we come through the season with hardly any injuries, the NFL might go, maybe we should just hire this guy. And then every team in the NFL has to use his regiment and program.
That would be great. That'd be great for him, but
that'd be great for him. It kind of sucked for us because
that's what I was thinking. I was like, we kind of want to keep him here,
Exactly, but see, that's my point, right? I think he's that cutting edge where he could be that guy, So Horvath is with the Saints, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that one last comment talking about would you much rather have a Super Bowl or Herbert? Look, pump the brakes a little bit on that, dude. I don't think Justin Herbert's really truly had a coach yet.
Who the heck's saying that Herbert can't win a Super Bowl, though?
Yeah, you don't think Herbert can win a Super Bowl? Come on. That's a crazy. Once again, everybody's got their opinion. But do you think JJ McCarthy is going to be able to win a Super Bowl? I don't know. I mean, we have no idea. It's almost saying once again, oh, well, hey, you should probably go trade off Mahomes if you want a Super Bowl before he won a Super Bowl kind of thing. Justin Herbert's got plenty of potential to be able to win a Super Bowl, and he's got the right coaching finally in place. So give him a chance. Give him a chance. And once again, that's where I talked about it, is if there is a trade of Herbert, it would be 2 years down the road, in my opinion. That's my opinion of it.
And again, he's got no trade clause, so he has to agree to it. So, I would just say this also too. The thing that the Harbaughs have done is they've made a team around Justin Herbert. You have to remember that the Chargers were, you needed everybody to be 100% healthy. Mike Williams, Allen, everyone had to be healthy for us to do well. There was no depth. This team now has depth, and the way they're going to play football would allow you to not have to put everything on Justin Herbert. It's not on Justin Herbert anymore. I mean, look at Brock Purdy. Everyone's talking about Brock Purdy being an MVP. He's not a great quarterback. He's okay. He's accurate, but he works well in that system. That's very similar to what's happening right now with the Chargers. They are working into a system like that where he does not have to do everything to be successful, right? And this is a finesse league. And when you can out-physical somebody, then it's changing the narrative of what the NFL is right now, because you look at everyone's just spreading it out. They're going to go back to more power football, and we'll see if the NFL changes. Who knows? So
exactly. And I think Aether had a question. I think people are chatting about it in the chat and everything too. But
everyone's jumping on Aether.
So this is the question. Please be honest. The 2006 Chargers LT MVP season. Andrew and I were at that game when he broke the record.
That's right. We were there.
Will the Chargers win the Super Bowl that year with Herbert, because number 17 underperforms that night? Let's go, James. So it's interesting. So I remember LaDainian Tomlinson talking about, that was bright lights for Phillip Rivers. That was big year for him. I think it was his first starting year, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Because it was 2004 when he got drafted, 2005, 2006, I believe. Well, 2005, I think, is when Breeze left, I think, or got let go. Either way. And so, look, he's like, look, if we had Drew Brees in that situation, we would have probably won a Super Bowl. And once again, if you're going to Justin Herbert, I mean, it would be like, well, was Justin Herbert a rookie at that time, or was he, 4 years in Justin Herbert kind of thing? That's the thing. Like, you don't really know exactly how you can put that together, but that year was dominant all around. And once again, Marty Schottenheimer had an interesting idea. I want to say it was that year in that playoffs that he came in with a game plan on Saturday, and on Sunday morning he changed it all up. And you can't really do that at that point, guys. Like, you can't go into the game that could continue your season or end your season and just all of a sudden just change the entire plan on everybody that you've been working on all week. So Marty Schottenheimer could be a fault on that. Once again, Tom Brady broke a lot of people's hearts too. And that was a tough game to be at. So,
by the way, so this is a good point by Fitness here, and again, what he's saying is that because of the system Harbaugh has, you don't have to have a superstar quarterback. But having a superstar quarterback is a luxury, and it's a benefit, because then again, when they're running the ball and you go, oh, okay, cool. Well, you're going to stack 8 men in the box. No, we'll just go up top, because you have to bring a safety down to stop the run. And so then it's going to be open downfield, right? So my point is, that's the system that he's referring to. It makes sense. It really does.
Totally possible, but what can you do with a high-level quarterback is the question. He's never
even more. Even more. Yes,
that's Kaepernick was not a high-level quarterback by any means, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he was okay. Number one pick from USC. I'm still on the fence about that guy. I don't know what to think of him. But, I mean, going back to Ben Herbert, look, dude, I just think this guy's going to be changing the narrative of this entire team. And really the guy that exemplifies it better than anybody is this dude right here. Dude, watch what he said, man. He's like, I want to play
all physical. Yeah.
All physical. Yep. He wants a UFC fight out there the entire time. He's okay with that. And he's right, though, that other teams aren't ready for that, because they're not built that way. They're built more finesse like.
Yep.
But when you come at somebody and you just smack him in the mouth, I mean, think about this. You'll have him next to Pipkins and he'll be on the right side, and they'll double team like whoever the edge is. So it's like, okay, you're not going anywhere, right? You're not going to get to Herbert. So what are you going to do? He could double team him and then just automatically go to the flat after everything's cleared out, and he'll be completely open, 10-yard gain, right? So my point is, they can play physical in a way where it protects Herbert, which is great. That's what they want to do. But secondarily, we could still move the ball in a lot of different ways, right? So that's kind of the point.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Hayden Hurst was awesome just listening to him. I mean, he's coming from the Ravens. He's been in this system. He was excited to be able to, be back with the system. I mean, he literally was like, hey, look, I'm here because of Jim Harbaugh, Joe Ortiz. I think he was Andy Bischoff, and I'm here for that. Like, these are the guys.
The cookie guy?
Why. What's
the
that?
Cookie guy.
The cookie guy, Andy Bischoff, Bischoff, whatever his name is. I don't know.
Whenever I fly Delta. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's here for that reason. He understands what they're asking for him. And I love hearing that they're preaching what they've been talking about 100% to the team. And this guy understands the system and what they want. And I'm loving it. Just dudes that just going to hit people and just smash people to smithereens. Let's go. Like, let's stop playing this finesse game.
I mean, look at this beard, guys. I mean, look at this beard.
Hey, Kyle's trying to match that beard, though.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I know.
Hey, he's got the red beard though. I got the the brown beard though.
I mean, it's straight legit, dude. Look at this thing.
It's super legit. Yep.
If Santa Claus had a ginger brother, this would be him. Dude, but I'll say this, dude. I love his attitude, because it's beyond physical, dude. It's like, sorry, I can do this for the entire 4 quarters. You can't. And dude, that's a completely different mindset. right? Completely different mindset. I mean, think about it. The spread offense is just spread. And it's just, let's just gap everything and then just spread everything out. But, this is just ridiculous, dude. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, thank you, Dressage Girl. Yes, I am an artist myself as well. I do paint. It's kind of a fun little side hustle for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yes. But dude, I loved his video. In fact, I was thinking about just doing a video on him alone. I like that. And you're right. Max Crosby, same attitude. Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed. So, I mean, there's this, I don't know. I feel like there's so many different ways of this going. Again, I do think, going back to the slides here, I think we end up signing probably J.K. Dobbins. I think it's going to happen. I just really do. I just think that it's not going to be a problem because I think they probably just want money. There's incentives. He probably wants like $4 million. We're saying, okay, maybe 2.5 with incentives or something.
Sure.
But think about him though. If there is a place for him to be, it would be here, right? Because he's been injured 2 years in a row. His value is completely plummeted off of his rookie season. And now he could get strength training with one of the best in the business, get his body completely right. And then he can have an explosive year and either stay or we let him go. And then we get a comp pick when he leaves. Right.
Yep.
So it's like, it's a win-win situation, right? Now, again, I know that's what Joe Ortiz is thinking, right?
Yep.
Probably the same thing with Marquez Valdez-Scantling, right? You keep him and then just decide, give him a cheap 1-year deal, let him go, get another comp pick. I mean, it's smart, guys. It's a smart way of building a team, and then you build in the draft. So,
and it's like Telesco always had his guys that he wanted to just keep there and not let them walk, pay him a ton of money and overpay him, which is what we got into this year with all these high level based contracts. And look, man, like even if you look at the Ravens, they've kind of purged quite a bit of their roster too, and they're just filling it right back up. And they got a lot of comp picks out of it too. So
a lot of comp picks. Yep.
I mean, let's say we get J.K. Dobbins for just a 1 year. He ends up having a killer year, ends up signing to be a top tier base running back in the league. Dude, we get a 3rd round pick potentially, guys. Like, it's smart. It's a very, very smart way of doing business. I mean, Ben Herbert could be he could be the complete X factor about getting these kind of players right and make sure that they have a very quality based year too. So, I mean, even to say that, not to say maybe even J.K. Dobbins does stick with us and he has one phenomenal year.
Yeah.
And, we have him our guy. I mean, he was a stud in college, like absolute stud.
1,300 yards is his rookie season.
Killer. Yeah. Awesome.
Great. Yeah. So my point is, and again, he doesn't have to do it all. Maybe carry the ball 15 times and then Gus takes the other 15. And like, I'm just saying, if you got a stable of horses, like freaking dogs that could just go out there and just slam these dudes, that's huge, folks, right? And again, when you talk about guys, that guy coming at you, if you're 180 soaking wet and that guy's coming at you,
watch out.
No thanks.
So your bell's gonna get rung. Remember who was the quarterback that was like the super fast guy from Clemson? What was his name? Nate Wiggins?
Oh,
Nate Wiggins. Dude, that guy's 170. He's 170.
Oh my God.
He's thin.
That is thin, dude. He's so skinny, he's got to run around the shower to get wet, dude. So I'm just saying, hey, that's a dad saying. But that's my point, right? So like a guy like this, dude, this guy right here coming at you, with these things, tree trunks, dude. Don't think so, dude. Don't think so. I don't want none of that, dude.
Don't be sleeping on Joshua Kelly's like guns too, though, man. He's got some guns. Yeah.
I've said over and over again, I think we should get Joshua Kelly as well, dude. I think at least he's time to the practice squad. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, if we get him, we get J.K. Dobbins, Joshua Kelly. We got J.K. 2, basically.
J.K. 2.
Let's go. That would be great.
Yeah, I agree. So are we going to do a mock draft today too?
We want to do a lightning round one. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a really quick one. Oh yeah. By the way, this guy, this other guy too. You're right, Bolt Babes. Brendan Rice, I like, and Kingsley Sumata, dude. That guy is a freak of nature, dude.
Yeah,
he is crazy. I think he was on the freak list or whatever. I can't remember the guy who puts it together. But he's on the freak list. He's nuts, dude. He's nuts.
Super freak. Yeah, and Brendan Rice, man, would be killer. Like, I'm a big fan of like these pedigree kind of guys, and people talked a little bit about, are we going to go a top tier wide receiver? Like if Marvin Harrison Jr. is there, like, would we go with that? I mean, the crazy full circle element of that, it would be that his dad, Marvin Harrison Sr., first touchdown was thrown by Jim Harbaugh when he was on the Colts.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That would be a full circle moment. And then to be able to say Brendan Rice, then you got like a Jerry Rice Niners connection with Jim Harbaugh kind of thing. Like, how wild would that be? I mean, he did meet with the Chargers, by the way. So, hey, that would be killer. I mean, once again, guys, there's a lot of really good wide receivers here. Like, a lot of good wide receivers to work with. And I'm a big fan. Like, even Tajay Washington from USC, too. Smaller guy, but the dude's got wheels. The dude has wheels. Kind of like a Darius Davis type situation. But the guy has downfield speed. And actually, I want to say that man. But you know, it's the thing is with Williams too, Caleb Williams, his last throw during his pro day was to Tajay Washington too, and it was a bomb downfield.
Oh my god, that was a hilarious. Oh my gosh, I'm like crying. That was so funny.
That's crazy.
Hey, last time I saw a mouth like that, it had a hook in it, right? Isn't that what the thing Dad said?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Man, hey, girls, hey, too much lip filler sometimes. Though, say, come on now, a little too much, too much.
Chill out
on lip fillers. Hey, look, a little plump is good, but too plump is too plump, right? Okay, yeah, yes, they do. Yes, they do. But and I'm in Utah, so I did see quite a few BYU games as well too.
Puka Nacua, perfect example, dude. The late round wide receiver that worked out.
Puka Nacua, by the way, that guy was a freak. I knew he would do well in the NFL, but I remember my big concern was his injuries, and that's why he went in the 5th. The guy's a great route runner, but he was always injured. He was injured all the time. I mean, always a hamstring something or whatever. But oh my goodness. Okay, all right, guys, we're gonna go quick on this. Like literally, like dude, I was dying, bro. Like, oh my. Okay. Oh, we got to take this one. Yeah.
That's like a must.
Easy.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Can we get another one?
And then
accept that one too. Hell yeah.
Bro,
okay.
That's ridiculous.
All right, now we're sticking and picking, dude. Now we get Malik. Okay.
And you can get Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, reject. All right, we'll go with all right, guys, who do we go with?
Instantly. Wow, that's crazy.
Look at that, dude. That's great.
Gosh.
Oh, and then they got Dallas Turner. Okay, that's fine.
There you go. Okay,
wow, Dallas Turner.
They got Marvis,
huh?
Yeah.
Hey, dude. Look, a lot of people do like that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think some people kind of what do they like? They hate Joe Alto a lot, though. You know. Yeah.
Bro, don't even get me started, dude. Don't even get me started. We got to move on from that topic. Okay. All right, guys, who do we go with? All right, we got Malik Neighbors, we got Brock Bowers, Rome.
After 2 trades, crazy.
After 2 trades, yeah, we got a ton of trades, folks.
Well, it's great too. Is that like personally, in my opinion, we got to get over 10. I would personally like to be able to get like 11 to 12 picks in this draft, dude. I mean, it would be a big draft for us. So, I mean, to be honest, it'd be the splash pick at this point. Would just go Malik Neighbors. I mean, I wish you could do like a trade up of some sort to be able to even jump back in and potentially get Fuaga or something too. That would be killer.
Yeah, well, you know, I think our next pick is 37. Yeah, Fuaga won't be there.
Yeah, he definitely is not going to be there now.
We do that guy a Polynesian mullet, dude. Don't mess around with a guy like that. Yeah, all right. So let's just make this easy. Mm-hmm. Let's just go Neighbors. Let's not even think about it. Okay.
Yeah, Fuaga got picked up.
The good news is off this again. This is a mock draft, folks. Let's not overthink things way too much. Oh, we can get Kingsley, dude. Oh,
yeah, it's the guy that we were chatting about, right?
Well, dude, this guy is a freak of nature, dude. Like, look at this. Superlative. That's a great word. That's an underutilized word. Superlative. Superlative. I can't even say it right now.
It's superlative.
Superlative. And he carries great mass and length. You know what? I've never been described that way. I'll tell you that. You know,
that's a shame because I have.
God, dude.
My shirt size is medium husky. Medium husky.
Okay.
Despite elite power, but yeah, dude, I'm telling you, this guy's ridiculous. So, anyways, I would say Kingsley or maybe this guy. Actually, do this defensive. This guy's really good.
Byron
dude.
Murphy's
Byron Murphy's good.
I don't know, dude. I'd almost pick this guy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
you kind of look at it like just get like nasty at the lines, and I mean, this would be great to be able to take a right tackle at this moment, and then just try to go with like a defensive or cornerback. Oh man, even a cornerback wouldn't even be bad at this point.
Yeah, let's see here.
TJ Tampa, Ennis.
Yeah, he's good.
He might. There might
But I think we have another
cornerback.
2 coming up, right?
Yeah.
47, yeah.
Yeah, 47.
Yeah, we have another one. So I think we. So it depends. I mean, the tackle would make sense to me, but I don't know. It's up to you guys. So, what do you guys think in the chat? Give us some real quick. What do you think?
Man, I would go with Byron Murphy would be great. Right tackle would be great.
So
yeah, Larry's saying Murphy.
Yeah, I say Murphy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, just think about having like this D line that's just nasty.
Yep.
Like, let's go.
Big nasty front right there. Yeah.
Hey, they the nasty boys.
Nasty boys.
That's right.
All right, so we're rejecting that. Okay. We can get Penix.
No.
Well, we get TJ Tampa now.
TJ Tampa would be good.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, cornerback's necessary at this point.
Yeah.
Edrin Cooper's another guy, too, if you want to look at linebackers. Some people are chatting about that Derwin James might end up being a linebacker for us this year.
What?
Yeah.
We're talking about play a lot more in the box.
Oh, boy, everyone said Murphy. Okay, so we picked the right guy. Everyone said Murphy.
All
right,
Murph. Yep.
Murphy,
dude, he is really good, dude. Like, he's very good. Okay, so again, so TJ Tampa, the thing about a running back right now, I would say
Too early.
maybe, but it's probably too early, especially if we get J.K. Dobbins, because that would give us we got a lot of running backs.
Yeah, we got a lot of running backs right now, so it's all good.
But
I kind of look at running back at like 4th round type thing.
Yeah, so I do like him. Who's the other guy? Rick Estraw. This guy's really good too.
Yeah,
I can't remember why people are rating him above. He's 6. How big is Rick Estraw? Oh yeah, he's a little taller. So
You know, and the thing is though, like I'm hoping that we find a way to be able to get kind of like a cornerback for the Niners, who eventually, he went to the. I chatted with him about what's his face, Crabtrees. Oh, Richard Sherman. I hope we find like a Richard Sherman in this draft, like a taller guy that just locks down people.
Yeah.
You know, the guy I'm curious about would be JT Woods. Like, how is things going to work out with him?
Safety, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really curious, like, if they can toughen him up. All right, so Eggnog says, by the way, eggnog sounds so good to me right now. I didn't get much eggnog this Christmas. I was a little frustrated with that.
Yeah?
Eggnog tasty,
Dude,
folks.
I had the smallest
Eggnog.
cup of eggnog for Christmas, and that was the first time I had eggnog in probably like 15 years, dude. I was
really?
Yeah. Not my. I'm still not a fan. I'll see you in 15 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I just spilt my coffee on me. Okay, so everyone's saying looks like people are saying Tampa. Let's go Tampa.
Yeah,
let's go Tampa.
Yeah, that's a value.
You know, I think some depth at corner is huge because we are a little light there. We are a little light.
Yep.
Trade offer. Nah.
Nah.
We don't like the Broncos. Oh, Penix is still there. Woo!
Wow, dropping like
he had no kind of love, dude. Oh,
Wow.
Here we go. Okay, so here's the question now, guys.
Mm.
Do we do Ben or Peyton Wilson? Peyton Wilson's pretty freaking amazing, dude.
Chris Jenkins was at 68, just a pick before. How sick would that have been if we just build up that D line like crazy?
And
so remember, guys,
Sanders right like before him too. Crazy.
We got wide receiver, defensive tackle, and a cornerback. Okay, now who do we go with now? So I don't know. So here's the thing about Peyton Wilson. Major injury concerns, dude. This guy has been blasted, dude. Now, I think he would work well underneath Ben Herbert. Clearly, he'll get him in better shape.
Yep.
But this guy, Ben Sinnot's pretty amazing.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. You can get a Roman Wilson, a Cedric Van Pran right now too.
Yeah.
Like
get ourselves a center, because we only got Busman for 1 year. So
yeah, 1 year. So boy, this is a tough one for me because I like this guy. Dude, this guy, he played fullback too.
Yeah.
I
like, dude, his tape is really good.
And he's big,
good
dude,
size, great size.
Yeah.
But Peyton Wilson, we're pretty thin in linebacker, though. That's the only thing I would say.
I mean, you can look at Cedric Gray, the linebacker from North Carolina, too. I mean, we talked with did he say something about Cedric Gray, too? I don't know if we chatted. We chatted a lot more about the quarterback there.
Yeah.
When we chatted with Natron Beans. But, Junior Colston. Just to say Michigan connection, dude. I'm a big fan of Colston, actually.
Really?
Just to be able to bring another Michigan guy over on that knows the system already, putting Jesse Minter there, I think that would be really, really good. Eggnog saying Van Pran. Larry A's talking about linebackers, possibly defensive tackle. Wilson.
Dressage girls. Gal says Sanaa.
Van Pran. Ooh, boy, we're pretty.
We're all over the place.
Pretty spread. I mean, this how it always happens though. After the first 2 rounds, pretty much it goes out the
window. Good one, Grandad. That was good. Colson.
I'm a big fan of Colson. Just system guy, Jesse Minter. Like, just plug and play. He knows what to do, and he knows his assignment.
Yeah, see, and this is where I get nervous too. The injury history, dude, and Peyton Wilson, dude, he's had so many, dude. So many.
Well, I feel like that's what Telesco always did. I'm going to be smarter than everybody. I'm not going to look at his injury history, and then he becomes a big problem. Like, come on, dude. Like, can't do that.
It's Coupon Tom, he goes for the discounts,
Kid show, guys. 69 pick, kid show.
69 pick, yeah.
Sweet, bro.
All right, so who we thinking, guys?
It's pretty split. I'm with Colston, in my opinion.
Kyle, who are you with?
I like Sanaa, tight end.
You like him? Man, I'm struggling on this one too. The only thing I would say is we already have a lot of tight ends now. So I would say
but we've got to we're not thinking about just this year though. We got to think about the next 4 to 5 years from now. So
but it's like
we only signed them for 1 year yard or yield. So
I think that could be filled pretty easily, though, in my opinion. It's not to say there's not going to be other centers that come in the draft next year, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gerard Clark, you never know. All right, so let's just go with Junior Colson then, I guess.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's just do it. Okay, we're at 110. I think you're kind of splitting hairs at that point. Now, the only thing I would not like with Junior Colston for me is that I really want to see Deion Henley out there. So I am very biased to that fact because I think Deion Henley's a stud muffin, right? So he could take some time away. Now, again, we got a wide receiver, defensive tackle, cornerback, and a linebacker. Okay, so that's a lot of defense, folks.
So I would probably say running back at this position, even center, wouldn't be a bad idea too.
Okay, we could. We can get the Bordeloni guy, the pasta dude.
It sounds Italian, bro.
Bordeloni.
He might be available the next one though. At this point, so
I can't remember the next pick. We got.
Cade Stover's available too, though. He's out of Ohio State. Yeah,
this guy's really good too, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What about wide receiver too?
We already got a wide receiver, dude.
Running back.
We got
running back.
We can double.
We got Estime
available.
Little slow.
Yeah, he's slower. A lot of people
got a lot of power in his legs, though.
Oh, and then this guy too, Jalen Hyatt's here.
Jalen Wright, you mean?
Right.
Yeah. And he's at 118.
A lot of people like him. Yeah,
dude, speed. That guy's could be just lightning in a bottle. Like, I think that would be an awesome pickup.
Oh,
tackle.
Look in tackles, yeah.
Tackle.
That's just tackle.
Yeah, we probably do need a tackle too.
Yeah, I probably would look at a tackle at this point.
We're at Delmar Glaze. It just sounded like a dish.
Yeah,
you know,
I got a ham with the Delmar Glaze.
like a duck all orange or something like that.
Yeah.
Hit me with that Delmar Glaze. What's up? I like. Oh boy, I don't know, dude. I kind of feeling like. Let's see. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this. See, this is why I'm not a GM here at this point, right?
Right. At this point, it's like I have no idea.
Let's see. Being a Navy U.S. combat, do you have any bias to draft military school prospect? I think they're very mentally tough. I think that's the one thing that's really nice about anyone who's in the military.
Yeah.
You know, you do get, a lot of mental toughness. And I wasn't Alohi Gilman in the. Did he go to? Was it? It wasn't Navy, was it?
Gilman was at Notre Dame.
No, I know, but I think he transferred though.
Oh, did he?
I think so. I think somebody said that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that.
Well, the hard part of it is that drafting players out of there, it's like, can they get out of the military to play football?
True.
Like that's
100%.
a hard part of it.
That's a callback to his other comment.
Yeah. Spartans, and you know what? The Navy has a lot of seamen. Oh God!
Yeah, Gilman did actually played for Naval Academy. Yeah,
that's right. I was pretty sure he did. Yeah. I remember reading that. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. I know. Sorry, guys, that was pretty bad. Yeah.
All right, what are we choosing here?
All right. Yeah. So again, it's a good point. So we do still have Parham. Chicken Parm is here. Yeah. But I don't know, dude. Like, I kind of feel like we need a weapon for old Herbie here. We got Malik. A lot of defense
guy there. I mean, or you just building the lines once again, just taking the top tackle.
Yeah, we could take Delmar Glaze.
Let's go.
We doing Delmar?
Let's glaze it up.
He's actually listed as a center, by the way.
Well, even better.
Yeah. Even better.
Yeah.
Well, again, remember, guys, a lot of these offensive linemen can play multiple positions, right? I mean, think of McFadden. He played all three positions. So, I'm just saying, like, you could kind of get away with it. Oh, but a lot of people are liking this Ray Davis guy too, man.
Yeah. And he did meet with the Chargers too.
Brandon Rice right now. Double dip on the
wide receivers.
The wide receiver there,
Wide receiver.
Yeah.
We got Brandon Rice. We got and then we got Theo. So these are good ones right here. So let me think. What else do we need defensively? So we got our tackle. So if he's listed as a tackle though, isn't he? Yeah. Delmar Glaze. He's listed.
But online he's actually a center.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well that's good then. So he's both. That's great. He swings both ways.
Yeah,
that's right.
Good.
All right.
Rice.
He's by tackle.
By.
Well, I try to be humble here, Grandizer. It's the whole thing. Glaze it up. You just got glazed.
What's crazy about Delmar Glaze? He's got a wingspan of about 7 feet.
Wow.
Good God,
my
big old arms. Yep.
Jeez. Okay, so guys in the chat, who do we go with here? I think these three right here. I would say any one of these three, I'd be happy with.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So one of these three, just throw it out there real quick. Davis, Johnson, or Rice.
Theo Johnson's actually pretty solid too.
Dude, he's good.
A lot of his tape. I mean, we haven't looked at running back, and we haven't got a running back, and I would assume that we'd get a running back at this point.
Ray Davis, he has a 4.52 40 time. He's 5'8".
Yeah, I'm kind of good with taking a guy a little later on as well too.
Nothing really stood out to like on his measurables, like as amazing or anything like that, though. So
a high tackle. Yeah, he swings both ways.
I like how actually Kevin Harold that said take Mason Pline. Dude, that guy be a sleeper late pick, man. late. That's like a 7th round type pick kind of guy.
Oh yeah. That's a guy from Furman.
Yeah, and I chatted about him, that guy that we met with. So that guy could be a big sleeper.
I say Theo Johnson.
He's like just
man, and you
completely against what I was saying, but
man, all right, we're
doing tight end now.
Yeah, we're doing Brandon Rice then, dude. Come on, get over here to stir up the Kool-Aid, dude. Just start it up.
I'm looking at all this stuff right here. Like, okay, it's like I'm looking at.
I'm literally about to pick, and he goes, "Oh, Theo Johnson, bro. Hey, we were just talking about all this."
He's like, "Nah, go with the tight end."
Well, no, you're just killing me here, dude.
No,
come on.
I ain't listening to you, suckers. Come on.
All right. We got Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, defensive tackle, cornerback, linebacker, offensive tackle, wide receiver. Man, we got picks, dude. We got 3 more picks. And then we got our first from Tennessee next year.
Let's go.
Next year, yeah.
Let's go.
Sick. Let's go. Okay, cool.
What's running back look like? I mean, I know Isaac is right there, the Louisville guy. He was good, I think, at the Senior Bowl.
Oh, yeah, this guy's fast as hell, dude. No, this is the fastest dude.
Sure. Wow, his RAS is 9.9? Wow.
Yeah. No. He is – I think he had some injury issues, if I remember correctly, too.
Oh, no injury, man.
Dude, like, this guy is fast, bro. Like, what was here? Let's look him up.
I got him right here.
Yeah, because I think I swear he was the fastest. What?
4.33. Let's go.
Yeah,
3. And then
he was the fastest running back. Yeah,
he was like top 2 or something like that. There was someone that was ahead of him because he's in the 98th percentile for the class.
So he's 6'1", 225. Like big size, dude. Like
maybe we should get him, dude.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome to me.
Seems like a great idea to me. Yep.
Yeah.
How do you say his last name though?
Garendo.
Wow, Rendo. Yeah.
We sound really stupid right now.
Yeah,
but
I'm very white. We're very white right now.
Isaac Garendo. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's got all of his measurables are like kind of above par, So like he's really good. So
Kyle, you know all my measurables are above par, dude.
Oh, geez. Well, you just admitted earlier that no one said, like you were thick and meaty or something like that, Yep.
Hey, remember when I pulled my hamstring on the beach, dude? We're about to check that out.
Right.
Yowzer, soft tissue damage, dude.
Just remember, I'm the one with the official Madden rating here. So.
Emotional damage. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. I was so pissed. Oh, I was so angry. All right, let's do Garendo. Are we gonna do Garendo?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I like that. Okay, 2 more picks, boys and girls. Let's think of what else we need. Probably.
Viaki right there too.
Dallin Holker.
Oh, this guy is a beast, bro. Yes, I forgot about this guy. He also can play running back. He played both positions. Man, I remember. So remember Utah? That's where Eric Weddle went.
Yep.
He played offense and defense, right?
Yep.
And he's a safety. Yep. So, dude, I'm kind of a fan of that guy.
He's a bi-positional kind of guy,
Bi-positional. He's bi-positional.
So you can play safety.
Look. By the way, you could get Nugent, the center from Michigan right now.
Michigan.
Too.
Oh yeah.
Technically, we already got a center because with the other guy though. So
technically, yeah. Because he's bi-positional too.
He's
bi-tackle.
Bi-tackle.
Where was the? Dude, by the way, this guy Isaac Rex from BYU was solid until he blew his ankle out horribly, dude.
No injuries, no injury prone people.
Yeah,
don't need that.
Nope.
Wait, who's? Oh, is that tight end gone?
Which one?
What was the tight end that we were talking about?
Line? Yeah, he's there. He's like at pick 3. There you go. 321. Is that the guy we were chatting about? Yep. Right there. 313.
Oh, right here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's at this point where he's like a 7th round, possibly undrafted kind of guy.
Undrafted guy. Got it.
Okay. Kevin's saying he's the corn-fed killer.
Yeah.
He's like corn-fed killer, dude.
The guy could be a phenomenal pickup. I mean, once again, that he could be just a guy that you end up picking up in for a practice squad kind of guy, but I think he has a great chance to be something big.
Glazed
donut, bro. So what's the top picks right now? Anyway, it's Dallin Hawker.
Yeah.
Hooker.
See, I don't really care too much for him now.
He's in Colorado too. Stupid.
I'm gonna stop suggesting a tight end now for y'all guys.
So a lot of people are saying Baki,
dude.
A lot of people are saying Baki.
It's
he's freaking ridiculous, dude. And by the way, Utah always has a good defense. Always.
Yep,
They always have a good defense. And so, and again, the fact that he can play running back as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this is our last pick.
253. Let's go,
Mr.
QB.
Irrelevant.
It's good quarterback.
By the way, this guy right here, dude, it's kind of fun. Yeah, let's get this. Sam Hartman. This guy's funny to me, dude. It's kind of funny that he keeps dropping the weight. Whoa. 1 point.
Wowzers.
What is that, dude? That is horrible, dude.
Yee.
Yowzers. That's like the number I would get if I tried out, dude. That's what I would get.
He didn't eat his Wheaties this morning.
Dude,
you know?
Hey, we need to enter the draft, Bolt Bros. We need to enter the draft.
Oh yeah.
We got to somehow get our names on the draft.
No, I'm still trying to work on getting ourselves some cards to hand out to people, with our stats on it, like
let's get an agent and everything, dude. Let's go.
I like that idea.
It'll be like our business cards with our socials and stuff like that, but then it'll have these fake like kind of stats across it, So
Carlos is saying Darius, the linebacker from UCLA.
Linebacker from UCLA.
Yeah. Scroll down just a little bit more there.
Oh, this guy right.
Yeah, Darius Masao, I think is how you say it.
What about an edge? We can maybe find some.
We could do an edge, because we are going to be losing. What's his nugget?
Gabriel Murphy is pretty good.
Yeah, another edge guy. Oh wow,
Edge might
9.224 Ross too.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Okay, I think edge might be good just because we do need some of that there. But yeah, Carlos. There, and I don't know who we have at this point, but
his 40 was 4.68, verticals 39, broad jump was 123, 10 yards 159. So he had, so those are some standout things right there. Yeah, he's fast.
Is there any cornerbacks at all? Like Eggnog over here is asking about a fast corner.
Who's available?
Too much corners at all left.
We got a lot.
I mean, this is a point where it's like you take a flyer on a guy, or you basically get him into like as an undrafted guy. This guy's got blades, bro.
We got AI Blades Jr., dude. AI Blades,
dude. Wait, Jalen Simpson is available there. That's safety from Auburn. Dude, isn't he good? Like, I swear. Oh, that guy's skinny though too. 179.
He does a 4.57 on his fast.
Oh, okay.
Blades. It's owl blades, not AI blades.
I know.
Killing me, man.
I know. But AI is hot right now, guys. AI is hot.
It's okay. Well, you're just saying it for the algorithm, so to kind of.
Well, that's true. Yeah, for the algorithm. I wonder about this guy too. This center. Of course, we don't probably need another one.
No.
Big Wakun.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards an edge, but just because I think we do need some more depth there. Of course, it will be interesting to see what happens with the other two guys we have, right? Andrew Farmer and also Brevin Allen. They're both kind of freaks of natures,
Yeah.
So I think with this coaching staff, they can actually be pretty good. So I don't know. Guys, next name that gets thrown out there, it'll be picked. How about that?
Whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, Murphy is interesting.
Pick the blue juice.
Gabriel Murphy was actually ranked on NFLDraftBuzz.com as a 3rd-round pick.
Oh,
who?
There you go.
Oh, really?
Gabriel Murphy, from UCLA.
Oh, really? All right. Let's just
I think that's it. That's
high motor, relentless pursuit, often securing coverage sacks by continuously engaging through plays.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Exceptional athleticism, agility, change of direction, enhancing the pass rushing ability. Hey, I'm in. Showcasing his skill by bypassing run blocks. So, hey, I'm in. Sounds good.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I think this is a pretty good little draft. I'm pretty happy. I would, bro.
Yeah.
If this is what we got, I'd be stoked.
Couple of trade downs. Got another first next year.
And we got a first next year.
Yeah. And we got a ton of money next year. So that'll work out. And that's kind of something that I've talked about too, is like, with this draft, I know we want a lot of players and stuff, but I mean, obviously we have to consider the cap space situation. Next year we have a lot more money available, so let's kind of keep that in mind.
Yeah, very true. And again, I do think that there's a lot to be said about. I didn't say
man, you're talking off camera, dude. What are you doing over here, man?
Oh, I am off. Okay, hey,
you're like get that lean over here. Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm multitasking.
That's right.
You guys like this for the rest of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. No, but look, we'll talk about this. I maybe wrap up some thoughts, man. Dude, I honestly think this is so exciting to see this team come together the way it has, right? I mean, again, very, very beginning stages, but dude, there is so much to be said about what's happening here. Clearly the attitude has changed. And I just think there's a lot of pretty cool dogness that's going to be coming out. I'm very curious to see who steps up, right? Does JT Woods have a comeback season, right? What happens with Pipkins, right? I mean, we're all dogging on him, saying he's not even going to be here. Maybe he shows up and just absolutely becomes a straight up beast, right? So I'm curious to see what cream rises to the top on this team. That's what I'm more interested in, because you guys, I think we'll be surprised, right? Remember what our boy said, the tight end with the beard. What's his name?
Hurst.
Yeah, Hayden Hurst. Yeah, he basically says, you're either going to play physical or you're not going to be here. I think there's something to be said about that, right? If you're not going to really be bought in the system, you probably will be let go or traded off. And that's huge. And again, you're right, building a winning culture and environment. So I'm just excited about that.
Yep. No, absolutely. Kyle, you want to do the last thoughts?
I mean, I'm just excited for this. I'm glad that the team has finally got back together, and it seems like they really just focused on going to the gym. It didn't look like they did any real drills at this point.
Yep.
Which is really nice to see. So like they're actually out there and just working on their, building them up to be stronger, better, faster, all that stuff. So it's been good to see. Like, I mean, I really like that Ben Herbert, his philosophy so far, what he's been doing. I will say that obviously, like I like the fact that it was all more individual based plans and stuff. So he had them all write stuff down about how they feel, whatever, what they good at, or what the strengths, weaknesses they think they might have, whatever. So he's going to kind of create some kind of individual plan for each one of them. I hope, I don't know, I pray.
Yeah.
But I hope that part of this thing, what comes out of this, is a strong nutritional plan. I don't want to see them eating Popeye's chicken and KFC all the time anymore. It's like, come on now. Oh,
no, dude. Wolfgang Puck is the chef there.
Okay, good. All right. All right.
Yeah. Wolfgang is doing the food, dude. Hey, I want to go down. I want to eat a pizza. I'll eat a pizza.
A Wolfgang pizza, a protein pizza. Yeah. How about that?
Protein pizza.
Hey, I like that.
Well, that's right. You have the right to remain sexy, dude. She was hot. Oh my gosh, she was hot. Wow. Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Anyways.
Yeah.
All right, James. Last thoughts before we go.
Yeah, man. It's exciting, man. And I love to be able to see that any sort of content of the Chargers kind of going on right now. Seeing Jim Harbaugh up there, having a 30-minute interview plus with him too. Him being a polarizing guy that the NFL really, really missed having in the NFL. I mean, he's one of those guys that a lot of the media talks about, that it's been a missing piece to the NFL, and the Chargers have this guy. It's still surreal to be able to see him wearing Chargers gear as our head coach. Think of how long it's been to be able to have a legitimate head coach, and I'm excited about it. And bringing in the guys like Ben Herbert, that just seems like he's just going to absolutely be a difference maker to this team. And, even to say, Ortiz, like, he's making really, really good signings right now. And once again, they're not putting a ton of money out there. They're not giving these dudes big contracts. They're just making smart decisions with their money, making sure they could fill some of the necessary pieces on this team and positions that we need. So I'm excited about what's going on here. And once again, shout out to CJ Sportswear sports merch, excuse me, for the Harbaugh jersey and everything too. Check him out on Instagram, CJ Sports Merch on Insta. So awesome guy, got a lot of different throwback stuff, and then also creates his own Chargers gear. So check him out, guys.
Yeah, guys, I think there's a lot to be excited about this team. I mean, and again, we're making a huge departure from what we've done in the past, right?
Big time.
Spread them out, get finessey, 4 wide receivers. Nah, we're going to jam it down your throat, and we're going to out physical you the entire game. So, try and stop us and keep Herbert healthy. If I'm Justin Herbert, I'm happy, dude. Like, I'm happy as a clam. Like, what a weird comment that is. Happy as a clam. It sounds so funny. But it makes sense, right? Because he's going to be protected, right? It's going to be power football, and all he's got to do is hand it off and throw the ball deep when he needs to a few times a game, and we're going to donkey punch them hoes. You know what I'm saying?
And Hayden Hurst even talked about it. He said, look, a guy like Justin Herbert, give him a run game, he could be even more deadly.
Yep.
That's pure fact. Like, he has not had a run game. I personally think we have not had a run game since LaDainian Tomlinson left.
100%. 100%. No run game.
There was some good years with Ryan Matthews, and there was a few good years with Melvin Gordon, I would say, but it was never like the level of threat. I mean, you can't live up to that level of threat that LT was, though. So
yeah, dude,
Yep.
LT was so good, dude, so good, such a nice guy too. James and I met him twice now.
Yep,
2 or 3 times, something like that.
Yep,
Yeah.
Super cool, dude.
Very cool,
super cool, dude.
Yeah, and Eckler was good, for a while too, but he was more of a passing running back for the most part.
Scat back, kind of more just like an X factor kind of guy. I always looked at him as a wide receiver 3, but
yeah, that's always viewed him as well too. All righty, guys. Well, we're the Bolt Bros.
Tell me a sound that's better than this. Like that shaking thing.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the better sound.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be exciting, dude. It's gonna be exciting. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be good.
All righty, guys.
All right, guys.
We're the Bolt Bros. Let's go.
Let's go.